Hey, what's up everyone? This is Laithan. Got another video for you. This time it is a freeze dock build. Kind of an interesting build. Of course it's really more of a novelty build. It's not something that you're going to want to use all the time for farming. It's pretty specific to Ubers, boss fights, but works quite well actually for those. Surprisingly enough, there is no lifesteal, but yet there's great survival. I'll go ahead and show you how that build works. It is, highly dependent on attack speed, and we'll just go through and describe everything. We'll start with the skills. So Spirit Vessel, not a mana dependent build whatsoever, so it's helpful to have this for survival when you're doing boss fights and Ubers, and here you're doing damage constantly with Plague of Toads, and that will trigger this 20% reduction, a 20% buff right there. And Pierce the Veil, since you don't need to worry about mana, you can get that additional damage quite easily. And the only skill, everything else is optional. The only skill you really need is Plague of Toads with Reign of Toads rune. The proc rate on Plague of Toads is clearly the best. There's no other skill that the Witch Doctor has where actually both life on hit and proccing for crowd control is going to work better. Getting into the build, I just go ahead and highlight this is actually a great weapon. It's not a brim despite its looks. Most of them are not even this high. Most of them are 700 to 800 damage. This is not a damage build. It's not about damage. This is about being able to actually perma-freeze and sustain a freeze. So it's kind of a teamwork thing. You can freeze something while someone else beats the crap out of it. It doesn't replace the wizard, but for a Witch Doctor you're a little bit limited with crowd control, and this is one of the better builds that you can put together. 21% attack speed is perfect. That's what you want to look for on this Azurewrath. You want to also look for 14 to 15% chance to freeze. That's really where the magic happens. Also, you want to go for life on hit, as much life on hit as you can possibly stack, since you don't have that life steal. So that's why I'm using those Blackthorns. I've got 1151 life on hit right now, so that's pretty much what you want to look for. You can get away with less, but you want to get a bunch of life on hit. 2.90 attack speed, it's just crazy fast. The faster that you rain those toads down, the more often it's going to freeze and the more life on hit you're going to generate. So the fast attack speed is really what you're looking for. I have it on pretty much everything, so I don't have it on my pants. I did want to opt for the life on hit here. It's a great place to get life on hit. I have a little bit more life on hit on the ring. 9% there, 9% on the belt, 9% on the torso, 9% on the helm, 9% on the AMI. Got a little more life on hit right there. 9% on the wrist, 9% on the ring. And I've got some freeze right here on this mojo. This is kind of optional, but I just threw it in. You can get a little additional freeze on the mojo. I am also using 4.7 on the belt. Belt is also kind of optional. The build will work without it, but adding that 4.7 plus the 2.1 over here with the 15, I'm over 20% freeze. So definitely comes in handy, but that's the whole purpose of the build here, is to get that freeze. So let's go ahead and demonstrate how that works. I'll show you just in town real quick. You can spread it out like that and hit multiple targets, but it works best on a single target. I'm going to use Big D as an example, so go check him out. Alright, so again, it's not a damage build. I'm able to get 235k DPS. You know, it definitely is fun. You know, you might think there was a CM wizard in there. Diablo actually has a little bit of a defense against crowd control, so it works better on some other monsters. It's not a build that you really want to use for farming. I find that it's really only effective for Ubers and boss fights. So go ahead and give it a try. It's pretty cool. See ya.